So after finishing our first two pronouns, we'll be moving ahead with the types of pronouns. So what do you think our next type should be? Yes, it is relative pronoun. Now think of this word as if, what do you understand by relative, or what are relatives, right? Someone who you know well, someone with whom you can connect, and if someone asks you who is she or he, you can tell something about them, right? They are your relatives, or they can vice versa tell about yourself. So tell about you. So if I talk about a relative pronoun, it is more about connectors. They are the connectors that gives some essential or extra information about our noun. We know our noun, it can be a book, it can be a dog, it can be a human, anyone. But something that will help us giving an extra information or additional information about that noun is relative pronoun. Now how? What are those relative pronouns? First, think about what can be that relative pronoun. And now, as you can see, these are that, who, whom, whose, and which. Now, I've just told you relative pronouns, but how will you understand that these are the connectors? How will you understand that these are the ones giving information about the noun? Let's take one example. Here, there is an example that the song that you suggested is so soothing. Now, as soon as I said the song that you suggested is soothing, I added a that there. When I added a that there, you know the song that, and as soon as I added a that, it started giving some information about the song. You know, the book that you told me about has an interesting story. You gave me a book, that was a noun, but as I added that, it started giving me some information about the book, right? It connected the noun with my information, and those are the connectors. Relative pronouns are very, very important to connect with your nouns, to give an additional information, to form our sentence completely. Now you might feel that we studied that in demonstrative pronoun as well. How can it be in relative pronoun? So no, don't worry. You'll have a lot of repetition with pronouns. How you have to understand is by understanding the context of it. Once you understand the context clearly, you will be able to understand the repetition happening. Whenever you will see to that, you will be able to understand that, oh, this is demonstrative, and oh, this is relative pronoun. How? Just by understanding the sentence. How? Just by understanding the context of the sentence. Alright, so just now I told you a few relative pronouns. Let's understand more by understanding more examples. I gave you one example of relative pronoun about the book, about the song. Let's move ahead and understand it a bit more. The lady who won the match yesterday is my friend. Lady who lost the match yesterday is my friend. I can say anyways. But what is the relative pronoun here? Yes, it is who. Why it's who? Because it started giving information about the lady. I have my noun, but what gave me the information? That she won the match or she lost the competition or whatever. Information I got it after I connected the noun with who. Right? Yes. Form more sentences. You can pause the video, think about few sentences and form more. After that, I have you are the one whom I trust completely. Such a beautiful sentence, isn't it? You are the one whom I trust completely. Whom I trust completely. As soon as I added my whom relative pronoun, I can give more information about you. Right? Exactly. What else? I have whose and which left. Let's form a sentence together. Think about it. Okay? I know a person whose relative is a famous singer. I know a person whose art is amazing. Yes. She has a friend whose singing is beautiful. Yes, or whose voice is beautiful. I added whose after every sentence, after every noun, and started giving information by adding whose as connector. Right? Yes, exactly. So that relative pronoun is giving some additional information about my noun. I hope you're getting it. Don't worry. Do not pressurize yourself. Just think about some more sentences. Just understand it a bit more and you'll do great. What is our last that is left? The book which you gifted me has an interesting story. The book which you gifted me is not very interesting. I did not like it. Whatever. The book, the movie, the song, the play, the competition, everything. As soon as I added which, I can give some additional information about it. Exactly. So these are the connectors. That's how relative pronouns play a very important role in connecting something with the noun. Right? I hope you could understand. Don't worry. Just think about it a bit, form more sentences, and we'll understand about it more. What is our next pronoun? After relative pronoun, I would like to tell you interrogative pronoun. Now you might have heard the word interrogation, right? Police interrogation at least, or whatever interrogation. What is that? Asking questions? Yes. So interrogative pronoun is all about asking questions. So what are the question words you can think of? Yes, they are who, which, whom, whose, what. Now again you will say whom, whose, what, everything is repetitive. Don't worry. Just understand the context of it and you will understand which pronoun is it. And you don't have to understand each type of pronoun separately. You just have to understand it because of the context of sentences. So that in future when you are speaking, you will be able to form proper sentences just by understanding the context of it. Right? Yes. So I have some interrogative pronouns to discuss with you. What are those? I have already told you. Who, which, whom, whose, and what. I'm discussing a few with you. I will tell you the sentences, and then what will you do? After this session, you will form your own sentences, right? Yes. So, who won the match? Who lost the competition? What are you doing? Whose pen is this? From whom did you get the project? Which flavor of cake would you like to bake? What is your favorite song? These are just normal questions that you can ask anyone, right? Tell me, what is your favorite movie or your favorite song? I just asked you a question. And my what is an interrogative pronoun here. So how will you understand interrogative pronouns? Just understand the question. Just understand the relation. Is it the relative pronoun? Is it the interrogative pronoun? Once you get the context clearly, you will be able to understand the sentence very, very clearly. It is not very hard. Interrogative pronoun is all about questions. Relative pronoun is all about connections. Once you start connecting the information of noun with that information by using connectors, that is relative pronoun. And once you start asking question by using the correct pronoun, that is interrogative pronoun. Okay? So I will meet with you in the next session by taking more example of pronoun or types of pronouns that we are discussing. Don't worry, practice a bit and I'll meet you in the next session. Take care. As we conclude, reflect on the progress made today. Next session, we'll unravel even more linguistic wonders. Keep practicing and happy learning!